Hey, what's up? Welcome to live.besttechy.net, the place where we talk tech, answer your tech questions and everything technology related. I want to talk about web stats. For those of you who don't know what web stats are, if you have a website and you're looking to figure out how many people visit your website and the traffic, the different demographics, how they get there, what keywords they search, all these different things. The way to figure that out is through installing some kind of software called not called web stats, but the general term is web statistics, web stats. And there's different software out there on the web that you can install on your website to gather these stats. So I've messed with a number of different softwares available online. Google Analytics is my personal favorite, which I continue to use today. I've also messed with one called Stat Counter. I've also messed with the WordPress plugin for the WordPress blog portion of besttechy.net, which is pretty nice. It's a good way to figure out what's going on in the blog portion, but it doesn't do the entire site. I've also messed with QuantCast's quantified program where you put a little you install their JavaScript code on your website in the footer or something. Just do the same thing with analytics and most of these other web stat application out there on the web. So, what's the best one? Well, it really is the one that fits your needs. I'm not a huge fan of Stat Counter. It had a lot of limitations. They had a version which you could pay for, but the free version, which is the one I used, was limited. It was a decent user interface. It was decent stats. I mean, they were right. Generally they were pretty much right. But I have a better experience with using Google Analytics. Now, the reason I like Google Analytics is because of a few different reasons. One, which most stats do, but it tells you everything you need to know about how people get to your website, how many people visited, what pages they visited, what they searched, what search engine they used, if they went there directly or through a search engine, or they were referred by another website, or all these different stats. It even can keep track of your if you have an AdWords account, like if you pay for ads on Google AdSense program via AdWords, it will keep track of how many people clicked, what they were searching when they clicked, etc. So that's really nice. But one of the really nice features I like about Google Analytics is the fact that they have something called benchmarking, and this is relatively new. Benchmarking is essentially they group your site in a grouping of other sites of similar size. So let's say your site's medium sized, right? And they'll group it with websites. This group could have anywhere from like 10 or 100 to a couple 100,000 websites in the grouping. It just depends. But they figured out a way to group different websites together based on size, and it'll compare your site stats to sites of similar size, and it will tell you how much better or worse you're doing compared to other sites of similar size. I like that feature a lot. I look at it all the time just to see every few weeks I take a look at it to see the differences of what's going on and what I should do better, help improve. Not only are web stats good to learn how people get into your website to help improve your content and the quality of your site, but also it's good if you're looking for advertisers for your website. They're going to want to see this your stats. They're going to want to see what's going on your website, how many people are coming, how often, what are they clicking, how they're getting there, etc. So having these stats is almost imperative. It's very important if you're looking to sell advertising space, because you need to provide this information to the advertisers because they're going to ask for it most likely. So that being said, if you head over to QuantCast, quantcast.com, that's QUANT cast, CAST.com, you can search your website in their little search box, and it'll pop up a web page, a page that has information about your website, where it stands, how it ranks, and all that other demographic information, which is one of the reasons why I also use QuantCast on top of analytics, because I like the different demographics it provides. It provides a lot of good demographic info, like mostly male users, what age they are, where they're from. Not where they're from, but like it provides so much information: income, ethnicities, if they have kids, if they're college graduates, etc., etc. Provides all this information about my viewers, so I know who to target when I'm looking to build content, when I'm looking to create something new. Aside from that, it also provides general traffic information for the month or so. It's not as in depth and detail as Google Analytics is, but it provides a general overview of what the website is. And on top of that, it ranks your website with all the other sites that they look at. So in order but by the way, it may have your site listed, but in order to become quantified is what they call it, and to get the most accurate stats, you need to sign up on their website and install their little JavaScript onto the footer of your page or whatnot, and that will get you the most accurate stats using Quantcast, so you can figure out where you stand on the web. I know that's probably a lot of information to swallow. I'm going to have a write-up as well, as usual, on the blog, so if you want to click links or see what's going on, you can check out all this at besttechie.net/blog, and of course I'll upload this to YouTube where you can leave comments. I'm curious, what web stat software do you use on your website, if any? And if you're not, what do you does this are you considering maybe trying out analytics? It's free. By the way, all of these are free to sign up for, completely free, so you can just check it out whenever you like. And it's very simple to do. And I found that one of the other things that I like about analytics and also Quantcast is it doesn't slow down the page loading time at all, none whatsoever. In fact, that's one of the things I didn't like about Stat Counter. It seemed to always slow down the page a little bit. It was always behind. It wasn't too fast. So that's one of the other things I like about analytics and Quantcast. Very fast loading times. So you don't have to worry about the stats slowing down your page at all. So anyway, I hope this helps. And of course, this has been live.besttechie. And as usual, you can come by, say hi to me at live.besttechie in the chat room. And even if I'm not streaming, you can come by in the chat and say hi, because I'm usually here. Or you can talk to the nice people in the chat. And we currently have 112 people in there. That's a lot of people. Pretty neat. Anyway, thanks for watching. Until next time, we'll see you. And remember, take care of your computers.